Crazy Blues. I literally know nothing about this band. They just keep on coming up on my YouTube suggestions. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to check it out. This song came out 8 days ago. It's already got 53,000 views. It is apparently from their first EP, which is the Lot EP, which is interesting because this song is called Lot. So let's check it out. Let's see what Crazy Blues have for us.
発展し続けてきた人間たちは幸せの価値を見失いせわしなく過ぎる日々に考える
Loving that chilled start right off the bat.
放棄した
The counter between the guitar and the bass is already adding this beautiful thickness to everything.
思い悩む僕に向かって何かを成した人たちがまた今日も偉そうに言ったこと響かない
You notice how they're bouncing backwards and forwards between the same two chords. It's doing a really good job of building up the tension. So I feel like we're building up to something and I want to know what it is.
僕は逃げたくなった許せなくなった
Just think walking down the bass line
でも
now.
許されたかった許されたかった全てが外れくじだって思える日々だって
That's a big spaced out sound there.
全ては外れじゃなかったっていつか思えるでしょだから祈るんでしょ
Yeah, this song definitely has this sort of soundscape vibe. All those vocals switching around. Love that use of the backing vocal. One vocalist above the lead, one below. It's all about adding a thickness to the sound as we build up the tension. Also got to give credit to the director. The director's doing a really interesting job. How like sometimes they're close up on the subject, sometimes they're further back, and how that changes the speed at which everything looks like it's moving in the frame. Wow, this song passes 4 minutes by very quickly. So smooth and silky. This frame with the individual cuts of different videos as well. Some lovely little artistic visual ideas. And this as well, we'll talk about it all after. Ah, they cut into the electricity wires. Nice. Oh no, there's some seriously cool little artsy vibes going on in this that I'm enjoying. Plays well with the song. All right. Oh, okay. Is that where that is? Okay, yeah. Okay. Lots of little connective vibes going on with the video aspect of this. This was just I can see like little. I like that. So you can see how everything is zoomed in on certain things. So when it's zoomed in on certain items, you can't necessarily see what it is until it backs out. Okay, so this whole thing. Well, like I said, I had no idea going into it what to expect. This was really nice. Now, first thing, let's talk about the music, because musically, this is definitely in that vibe of bands who are a little bit more chilled out, going for something a bit more spaced, not super full of nuances, but instead about crafting a sound that builds up and gives you an emotion with a payoff over time. And yeah, this song definitely spends quite a long time at first going between two notes. But oh, sorry, it's the ambulance. Maybe a fire engine. Welcome to Japan. So this song, first of all, spends quite a lot of time bouncing between these two chords. And at one point, the bass sort of like still staying on the same two chords, goes down an octave, and you can kind of feel that the tension slowly building up and slowly rising. And then it bursts into that. Well, you have like a little pre-chorus where the notes walk down, but then you burst into this chorus, and the chorus is just this wash of sounds, like I say, where the guitars are kind of swirling around both of your ears. There's this beautiful stereo pan. The vocal is kind of echoing, big reverb. It's a very spaced out, relaxing kind of soundscapey kind of song that's obviously supposed to allow you to, really kind of, if you like, disappear into the world that it's creating. And I feel that in that sense, they're very good at crafting a sound. You know, everything about this felt very delicately put together, really like it was all about crafting a soundscape and an emotion that it did super effectively. But what was intriguing is that the video absolutely matched that. When we're looking at this video, we're looking at a video that's primarily set in this really interesting setting. I mean, right down to the fact that when you look at the window, outside the window, there's something seems to be out there. But basically, this is just a blank window. Like the outside world barely exists. We're here in this particular frame standing outside, but where we are is just kind of looking in. And there's just this kind of very plain room. Everything's kind of very monochrome looking. And it's really interesting. The whole vibe of this, it feels almost like they're playing in their own abandoned world. Like they're playing in this scene, but they're the only three people left in the world. But this shot in particular comes out in the first chorus. Like the beginning of the video spends a lot of the time fairly nicely zoomed in on things, locked in on the subject matter, looking at them individually. And then when we get to that first chorus, as the sound expands, we move back and we see them all together. And the video does a similar thing, as mentioned, when we start off looking at the subject matter, like this whole idea of following the lines. This seems to be something that comes up very early in the video. And I thought it was interesting how, again, they were showing this pattern really interestingly. It's like this pattern was just moving by and you couldn't really tell what it was, but it was interesting how it was done. Now, I don't actually think this is electrical wire, because you don't have electrical wire in these weird grids unless this is, I don't know, filmed at a power station or something. But by the end, it's kind of almost implied that it is these kind of power cables. In Japan, if you don't know, when I grew up in the UK, all the electrical wires are all underground. I think a lot of countries, though, are like Japan, though, they have them overground. So here, this is what electrical wires look like. And so this is obviously filmed from a train window. And you just see those wires going by. And it's nice. It feels like, again, there's this sense of, all the movement and zooming out to see better what you're looking at, or zooming in just to see how things pass by the camera. It's nice. It gives you this feeling that you're kind of always engaged with the video, but there's nothing super complicated. It's not like there's some big narrative or storyline. You're just kind of watching the images develop gently. Again, I really like this thing of the idea of having like the shuttered overlay of several videos at the same time. Again, playing with that idea that you can kind of see what's happening. You can see the colors, the mood. You can kind of make out what's happening in each one, but it's also kind of not clear as well. You have to let the frames develop and see everything come out into like a place where it can be visible. So yeah, I think that the video is a really clever idea. The song is this sort of beautiful, simple, constructed thing that gives you a beautiful soundscape, a feeling, a mood. It's definitely mood music. It's the sort of thing that I wouldn't necessarily sit down and focus directly on so much as just sort of let it play and just like kind of let it wash over you. But Crazy Blues, good stuff. I will definitely give you the sub. I will definitely give you the like. And good for you with like nearly 4,000 subs. I mean, guys, get in there. They're less than 20 away from 4,000. So go give them a sub. I mean, probably by the time this has come out, they'll probably already be over 4,000. But go show them some love. Go show them support. As always, the links are below. And if you want to find more Japanese music or share the music that you like as well, remember to follow our Discord, which is linked down below as well. Great little place, just like a hangout where it's been going for years, and there's just a few people hanging around sharing Japanese music. So if you want to get on there and talk a bit about Japanese music as well, please feel free to. But until I hopefully see you in the comments below this video, or in the next video, or in the Discord, or wherever it may be, for now, ciao.